Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, what a day it was for Shannon Sharpe and Pat McAfee and Stephen A. Smith. They put together one of the weirdest shows ever. Pat McAfee looked like the guy who just was from another podcast show, showed up here so he could get shoehorned into his show as he's going to be following First Take, his podcast show. He didn't fit. It looked awkward and it looked forced in. And Stephen A felt it. He knew. See, this is what happens when this is something that's a company decision and not your decision. And you got 2 years left up on your deal. Not saying they not finna offer Stephen A deal. But this time around, it's going to be a little different. Before, you had all the cards in your favor. They needed you. Now they kind of don't need you no more. And you're probably going, whoa, why wouldn't they need me? Well, they got people in place. They brought in Shannon Shaw, and Shannon don't want First Take. Shannon is cool working there for 2 days, and that's it. He not trying to do 5 days. And the reason he ain't trying to do 5 days is because he got other plans and other shows he doing. So his plan on ESPN is to get his own show. Now, I told you JJ Redick was getting a promotion. When his contract ain't even up. They just accomplished that. I told you Malika Andrews was getting a promotion. Right? Her contract ain't even up yet. But she got that promotion, didn't she? I told y'all Richard Jefferson wasn't too happy about that. And he wasn't. Not that she got paid, over the fact that he really didn't get paid. And he felt like, wait a minute, what about me? He has more basketball insight and knowledge. Why he not getting this now? Because he don't follow script all the way. She follows script all the way. So I'm telling you, right now, what the drop is here. The ESPN deal with Shannon Sharpe is on a really continuous basis. It's a contentious situation. He's trying to do another show or whatever, but he's not really sold on taking over no First Take. This is just how they using up to bring him in because everybody wanted to see Stephen A with Shannon Sharpe. So they were able to pull it off and get this thing done. Now, Shannon is already doing a show on his Club Shay Shay that he got with Ocho Cinco called Nightcap or some crap like that. But yeah, that's the thing. Him and Ocho's trying to get off 3 nights a week. So that's that. Now, as far as the Pat McAfee situation, Pat McAfee is going to follow up and use First Take's energy to boost up his show and follow right behind First Take. But he's only going to appear on Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays, his shows air right after First Take ends. They're going to try that line. Well, Pat McAfee's going to be on Sports Center sometimes. He's going to be on a lot of different platforms. Well, it's a lot of problems nowadays. A lot of people have problems with things. They don't like the changes. They don't like a lot of movement, and they just got to get used to people. But Pat McAfee don't fit saying "unk" all the time. Yeah, "unk." It just sounds weird and just forced. It's a lot of stuff they're forcing on here. Shannon keep calling Stephen A. Skip. It's gonna take some time before he get used to it. 7 years. Yep, 7 years. Yep. That's what it is. Okay. All right. No, Stephen A. And what's your name? Oh, Molly Curry. Curum. Okay, Molly Curum. Molecules. Okay. Molecules. I just call you Molly. I'm back here with Molly Curum. Oh man. Shannon, man, he trying though. It's only the second week, man. You got a job you only got to do for 2 days. 2 days a week. I'm like, this should be a wrestling match. You should have had this down already. He had one good day where he was rolling. And I was like, all right, Shannon kind of rolling now. And I think that was Monday. Monday, he had a good day. Well, I felt he got a groove. He was rolling. Then Tuesday came. And it was all over, son. All over. Well, that's what happens when all of these different people want to voice their opinions on all matters that all matters that surround basketball and football, and it's like, man, it's like not really yet to be talking about LeBron. It's like, let's not even get there. You got the NBA, you got Prime, you got all this going on right now, and ESPN want to get involved and get ahead and get they self in front of the money. And if you don't believe Shannon Sharpe was a star, he did double the numbers when he came there to his opening day. Double. So that means the numbers that Stephen A do, he did double. So he matched Stephen A's numbers just by his appearance. There's never been that type of impact from one person just going to appear on a show. You might get 30, 40,000 more. But to get like double your viewership, that is like almost incredibly impossible. Now, what makes this even more interesting is that the next day, the numbers were still high. They still was relatively high. And they've been like above 500,000 viewership lately. And Undisputed is going to stay that way because, ESPN got more outlets. So they're going to have more distribution of their product. Fox is always going to be around 130, 120 as far as the ratings numbers. The worst thing for Undisputed is that they took themselves off the air for a month and a half. So when you do that, the people that normally watch your show is going to roll over the first take. They're not going to just watch the next show on Fox. They're going to watch First Take now. They're going to go watch that show until Undisputed come back. And when you're gone for 2 months, most of those people are not going to bounce back the day you come back. So they got to spend their time getting their audience back. And Unk became such a star over there. He's taking most of the people that love to see Unk. They went over the First Take, following Shannon Sharpe. So it's always been a marathon and not a sprint. Overall, like I said, Undisputed is the better show. The chemistry still really isn't there with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe. It's more forced. And Pat McAfee is definitely a shoe-in, shoehorned into the deal. It's not Stephen A's choice. He is not happy about this lineup whatsoever, but he's a worker, not a boss. And this is why the scenario is what it is. Now, if you take another look, you see Pat McAfee is not even in their studio. He's somewhere else getting ready to do his podcast show, and he's shoehorned into the fray, whatever story they got to talk about at the time that don't really fit Pat McAfee. So he gets in with his opinions, his thoughts, but overall it seems forced and just fake. It just don't seem real. And you could tell Shannon's not comfortable yet. Some things he was getting comfortable with looked like Monday he was getting in a groove, getting kind of a rhythm of coming in and meeting people. But other than that, the show's missing a lot. Chemistry is not really there yet. That dynamic. Well, that's on them to fix it. My job is just to point it out. All right, so thank you for your time. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Welcome to HD TV with the two eyes. Jose Rodriguez channel called Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez. Check him out. Damn DPOV. Armando Black TV. And that should cover everybody. I'm out.